There's some new menu items at Jock Lindsey's Hangar Bar, and we're at Disney Springs to try them out.
Let's see.
Hello everyone, I'm Jay.
And I'm Sam.
And you are watching The Theme Park Foodies, and we are at Disney Springs because we've realized we never did a formal video on what we think is one of the hidden gems here at Disney Springs. And that's Jock Lindsey's Hangar Bar, right?
Yeah, and we always come here for the holidays because they do a really nice holiday overlay. But we never just come for like the standard menu, and then they added on a few things, so we're like, I think this is the time.
Yeah, so they have a shrimp fried rice, which I'm excited to try out.
It's shrimp fried rice bites.
Oh, they're bites?
Yeah, I think they're like fried little bites.
All right, a little interesting stuff there. They usually have some deviled eggs, I think, as well, right?
Yeah, they have like deviled eggs with like crispy chicken on them. And then they also have a really great pretzel / charcuterie board thing
yes, we
that we really
that.
love. So we'll get a bunch. It's like lounge bites there.
Yeah. We've been wanting to show you guys Jock Lindsey's for a while because we just feel like it's probably, even though it's a bar, if you're just looking for some food, it's probably some of the great like quick service food or like quick grab and go food that you can get here. It's not technically quick service because you have to sit down there, but it's self-seating and they bring everything to the table. I'm sure they have some great drinks as well.
Yeah, there's no reservation, so it is walk up.
Just so you guys know, Jock Lindsey's is located in the landing section of Disney Springs. I think it's kind of overlooked because it's right across from Gideon's, from Wine Bar George, another one of our favorite restaurants, and the Boathouse, and it's themed like Indiana Jones pilot, Jock Lindsey. So you'll see a lot of different Indiana Jones, Lucasfilm-based memorabilia scattered about as you dine. It's a lot of fun, and we're excited to be able to show you it. I think also at the end, we're going to scope out Disney Springs, see if we can find some other food options here for dessert.
Yeah, and it almost kind of has like Trader Sam's vibes,
Yes.
I feel like. And they have really good mixed drinks. Probably won't be drinking. We're driving home.
Yes.
We have work tomorrow, but...
If you enjoyed the content, please like and subscribe. Join us while we dine at Jock Lindsey's Hangar Bar here at Disney Springs. The Orange Garage lets you out in the west side section of Disney Springs, and they have all these different food trucks over here. We've been thinking about doing a video on the food trucks here. Let us know if you'd be interested in seeing it. We parked the Orange Garage here, which lets you out kind of near the west side section of Disney Springs. You have to go over a bridge to get to the landing. Makes sense, the landing, obviously, kind of like a little island in and of itself. To the right of Jock Lindsey's Hangar Bar, they usually have live music over here. If you're sitting in the boat right outside there that you can see, it's actually a great spot to be able to listen to the music. All right, it is self-seating, so picked a nice corner. I think this is like a piece of an aircraft right here. We're seated next to this giant motor. It really is nice in here. You see the airplane propellers are actually the fans in here. There's so many artifacts. I wish I knew where all of them came from. Sam, you have like a pair of binoculars next to you, right?
Well, the first thing, they're looking at you.
So we actually just learned that there are only 2 items on their Light Bites menu that aren't new. And those are actually 2 of the items we brought up earlier. They're the chicken on the egg, which are those hard-boiled eggs we brought up, and then the charcuterie pretzel, which we really wanted to get, but if they have so many new things, I feel like we have to try some of these new things. There's a lot of cheese, so I think we're only going to pick one cheese thing, but they have this orange Pilsner goat cheese dip. They have Club ObiWan Wings. If you're a Star Wars fan, you know who Obi-Wan is. They have a Palawan Volcano Temple dip. That sounds interesting. The shrimp fried rice bites I really want to get. Then we have Car Meatballs, bread dip pyramid. It's a Brazilian cheese bread with creamy tomato and chorizo dip. Then you have the Air Tours bacon and waffles, and a snake bite bao buns. I really want to try the bao buns. I'm a huge fan of bao buns. If you guys want to see their drinks, I'll just scroll down here so you can see everything they have here. There's some rosés, wines, so they have a dessert wine. And on the back, you can see they have a bunch of signature mixed drinks, which are appropriately themed. They have an Aviator flight, which looks interesting. And at the bottom, they have the signature libations and also a Sunshine Stroll Orange Pilsner. Oh, the Fountain of Youth. That's tempting. I am aging pretty quickly. We order appetizers, and you can see the plates. They actually kind of look like not actual plates, like something you would use if you were a mechanic or something. Sam was saying there was like an oil pan. And then the napkin, actually, this looks like a cloth you'd actually use if you were a mechanic. All right, so we decided to start off with the bread dip pyramid. So this is like a Brazilian cheese bread, and I believe this is a chorizo and tomato like paste sauce, right, Sam?
Yes, creamy tomato and chorizo dip.
So underrated here, I feel like.
It's so good. Brazilian cheese bread is made with like tapioca flour, so it gives it this like chewy kind of texture. It's nice. It has like a light coating on the outside, and this is like gooey on the inside. And this dip is so good. The chorizo, it's not too spicy because it's mixed in with tomato. I feel like the sweetness of the tomato kind of helps with the spice level of the chorizo. It's really good. I think I could just eat that dip on its own. And they give you a lot of pieces. There's like 12 pieces here. I would give this an 8.
Wow, a whole 8. That's great. All right, my turn. I'm gonna do a little cheese pull here. Oh, okay, no pull, no actual pull. Still, it's more bready, I guess, with like cheese intertwined inside of it. Let's try this out.
Their bread on its own is delicious. It doesn't even need the dip, but the dip is like super elevated.
It's perfectly layered, like each thing. Like you can see in here, you see all the cheese and the dough just layered in here. And then with the dip too, you look at this dip. It's like the chorizo is just perfectly mixed in, where each flavor complements itself, doesn't overpower anything else. I'm not gonna quite go 8. I think it's very good. I'm gonna stick it at 7, a safe 7, elevated, still great, still recommend. I'm gonna save the higher numbers for what's coming out later. All right, so I've been looking forward to these. These are the shrimp fried bites, right?
Fried rice bites.
Oh, shrimp fried rice bites. And exactly what is in this, Sam?
I'm assuming shrimp and rice. It doesn't have a description, just says with shishito peppers and sweet and sour sauce. I like the presentation a lot.
Yes, presentation's nice. I don't think we actually need the chopsticks because they're balls. And I won't be eating the shishito peppers because I can't because of my stomach. But I will be eating this. It comes with a side of a little sauce.
Sweet and sour.
I love me some sweet and sour sauce. Let's try this out. It's great fried rice. I haven't gotten any shrimp out of that bite though. The sauce is good too. Let me try it without the sauce. There's a shrimp. I think you could try this, and there's really not that very shrimp forward taste in it. Shrimp is not fishy at all. It's got a good crispness on the outside, but still a nice amount of, I won't use the M word, but I'll say juice or something on the inside. And then I love sweet and sour sauce, and this is a premium sweet and sour sauce. I'm gonna give these an 8. I think they're really good. I think they're original. I've never had. I mean, maybe some other places have it. I have it. These are really good. If I could eat a shishito pepper, I would, because I think it would add a good, nice amount of spice to it. Great stuff. Sam, who is not a shrimp aficionado, is going to try the bite.
I like how there's like a little sauce on top.
Yeah, they have like a little dripping of sauce right there.
This one's falling apart. It's so hot.
See, it's not like seafood forward. It's more fried rice with sweet and sour sauce with a little bit of shrimp. A little bit of that shrimp texture.
I really taste the shrimp. The coating is really good. And the rice, it's good rice. It's good fried rice. Oh,
That's right, the sauce is really good.
I'll give this a 7.
Okay, so we flipped this round. Jock Lindsey was thinking of me. ObiWan Wings, Sam. Now, what is exactly on this? I know these peppers are spicy, they have a little kick, but everything else is more so sweet, I think, right?
Yes, it just says crispy honey pineapple wings with a pineapple salsa.
Like this represents Anakin, this red, burnt Anakin. It's the spice from Obi-Wan. But Obi-Wan is usually a sweet man. All right, these look crispy. They're not like super sauce heavy, just like good glaze on them. Man, these do look like really good wings. A little pineapple on top. Everything here is good. I think it just came off the bone. It's not overly sweet. It's almost like a sweet and sour type of flavor, like the sauce you had in the sweet and sour sauce, obviously. And the wings are just perfectly crispy on the outside. Good amount of juice. I'm not saying the M word for you. On the inside.
When did we stop saying the M word? Is it banned now or something?
Yeah, I know some people it bothers them, so I'm trying to be inclusive.
You're a people pleaser.
These are really good. I'm gonna go 8 with the wings. So I think I'm starting to go those high numbers, Sam. I think I gotta calm myself down. I might overshoot it. All right, Sam's going to have her hand at the ObiWan Wings.
I go for a drum or a flat.
I had a drum, so maybe go for a flat, unless you prefer drums.
I feel like drums are like just meatier and just easier.
Drums are easier.
They're nice and juicy, nice and crispy. I like the pineapple a lot. It doesn't overdo it. It's not overly sweet. I would definitely get these again. I think I would honestly get everything that we've had so far again. I wonder though how this compares to the previous menu, because we would always come and only do like the holiday things. So I don't know, like if you've been here before, do you think that these items look better than what was on the menu before this? I agree with your 8.
Yeah, those wings are top tier, especially with the crispiness on the outside of them. All right, Sam, how cool are these meatballs that they come on like a little trolley?
I wasn't expecting that. It's a mine car, Jason. It's not a trolley.
Oh.
Car meatballs.
And what's exactly on or in or what could we...
They're pork and beef meatballs, sweet and sour barbecue sauce. They love the sweet and sour here. They're like, we've kind of seen a lot of that. And there's a chimichurri sauce on top, and then the potato sticks are the hay. So cute.
Let's see how it peels.
My potato chips are falling off the car.
We're gonna have a lot of leftovers.
Incredibly tender. So tender. I love the sweet and sour barbecue sauce. It's so good. And then you have the little bit of spice from the chimichurri, tender meatball, and then these crispy potato chips. This is like a very fun presentation, and everything tastes just as good as it looks. I think I gotta go 9 because I really do love this little car.
Wow, a whole 9. Presentation's on point, flavor's on point. Yeah, makes sense. All right, so this looks like the winner to me, Sam. Are you recommending that I cut a meatball?
Wait till you see how tender it is.
Wow, look at that. Look at these potato sticks, too.
Potato stick hay is really good. They're super crunchy.
Sweet and sour, the chimichurri is like a perfect combination. Let me try some of this hay.
I feel like they like to use like contrasting flavors in all the dishes, I've noticed, but it works well. Like you can do contrasting flavors and it goes wrong, but
everything's balanced. Presentation's on point. Flavor is good. Meatballs are tender. I can't go anything. I can't anything less than 9.
I thought you were gonna say I'm not gonna go 9 yet. I'm saving it.
No, I agree. This is definitely a 9 for me. I won't give quite the perfect 10 because I feel like I have to save that 10. But I highly recommend these meatballs if you are here. We also have 2 other items that we still haven't tried yet.
This here is going to be our snake bite buns. Now, ready for them to be released?
Oh, they have to get released? Oh, wow. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. All right, so the bao buns were the other thing I was really looking forward to. What are these called and what exactly are in these, Sam?
These are snake bite bao buns. They have smoked brisket, aji amarillo mustard, peppadew relish, pickled onions, and tomato. I will say I feel like this is a little pricey. These are $15 for the 2.
Oh, that is pricey.
Like the meatballs were $13. The shrimp fried rice was $14, and the wings were $16. But like you got a lot of wings. So I feel like this is kind of...
Wings are the best deal, I feel like.
Yeah.
I'm a fan of bao buns.
I did like the presentation, and like we didn't know much coming into this, so like we didn't know what to expect. So it was a nice surprise. This doesn't feel so soft though. It kind of feels...
It's more of a crispy bao bun.
Yeah, I guess that makes sense. I guess that's why it's not soft. It's crispy. Oh my god.
Very spicy?
Mustard is really spicy. Oh my god. I feel like this mustard has been spicier than anything else. I feel like for me, the mustard is completely overpowering everything. I don't even taste brisket. Like I'm just straight spicy mustard taste in my mouth.
You went for another bite though. That's why they were in the cage. That makes sense now because they were dangerous.
They can't put that in the cage, to be honest. I'm gonna give these a 5.
But you're not a spice girl.
Yeah, I don't like spice, and I just feel like it's just the mustard's doing too much, and I can't taste the brisket. So I'm going with 5.
You're a spice girl to me. These smell hamburgery to me. You're scaring me with this mustard, Sam.
For me, I guess also too, I wasn't expecting it. How much mustard is on yours though? Because like, look at mine, and it's like slathered.
It's spicy. I'm not getting overly burnt though.
No, I didn't say burnt. I said like the mustard for me was kind of overpowering the taste of the meat. Like I don't taste the smoked brisket as much because of all the mustard that was on mine.
I'm not gonna go 5. But I'm not gonna. This is definitely the weakest thing we've had.
It's also subjective. Like I'm not a fan of spice, so for me it was just a 5.
I'm gonna go 6 with this. I don't think it's like out of everything we had, this is the one I recommend the least. I still think it's pretty solid. I just think everything else is better. The mustard is spicy. I don't think for me it's overly spicy, but again, 2 different spice levels between Sam and I. So now you know, if you could deal with spice, probably in my camp. If you're not a spice fan, it's definitely in for you. You're in Sam's camp. Brisket has good flavor, is a little dry. You get nice moisture from the tomato. Tomato tastes fresh. I do like the bao bun and the crispiness of the bao bun on the outside. So there are positives here, but out of everything we've had, it's just not the best. I'm going 6 because presentation was on point with that little cage. I feel like this bacon on the wire is like their new signature offering. It comes like an airplane tail is what is hanging this bacon. There's also like I think a maple balsamic kind of injection right here, right?
It's honey balsamic, not maple.
Honey balsamic.
And the waffles are chorizo waffles. So we have more chorizo. We have chorizo in the dip, chorizo in the waffles. I feel like a lot of their menu is cohesive. Like you'll see similar flavors throughout each dish, but very different dishes. What's the right way to eat this?
I would take a little bacon off and I would put on a little bit of waffle. And I would put a little bit of that injection on top of it.
I'm not going to say it. Very sturdy bacon. Are you ready?
Inject the goo. You're like a mad scientist.
Yeah, that's me. I feel like I'm just going to pick this up and not use the fork and knife. I feel like I'm going to make a mess.
Jock would be proud.
Not into the balsamic injection. I like balsamic, but I don't like it on a waffle. I just learned that just now. The waffle's really good. And the waffle actually, like, even though it's a chorizo waffle, the waffle batter is sweet. It's a sweet waffle with like a little bit of spice, and the bacon is really good. Just like I wish I didn't. I'm gonna put that back with the balsamic. It's just not for me. I don't want balsamic in my waffle. I think the waffle is actually my favorite part. I wish there was a maple injection that I could put on here. I think the maple would complement the spice and the chorizo waffle. I'm gonna give this a 7. It is a great presentation, and I like the bacon and waffle. I'm not down with the balsamic injection.
All right, it's time for me to unhang my bacon. All right, I'm gonna try just a little bacon first. Sweet bacon.
It's a spiced candied bacon, so you are gonna have the sweetness because it's candied, but there's a little bit of spice.
Now let me get a little injection. Oh my gosh, I wanted to go light with the injection.
Do you like balsamic on your waffles? I'm just wondering if I'm like not sophisticated enough for it.
It's too sweet for me. I'm not a huge sweet bacon guy.
You think the bacon is too sweet for you?
I don't know, I like the bacon by itself, but with the waffle's like sweet. It's spicy, everything's sweet and spicy. That's like the flavor of Jock Lindsey's now, which I like. That I feel like Jock Lindsey's is a sweet place, but it's a little spicy, you know? Would you give this a 7?
Yes. I like the sweet waffle. For me, the balsamic threw me off on my first bite. What do you think of the balsamic though on it?
Let me just try the balsamic bacon. I'm not against it.
See, different strokes.
A little vinegary that offsets the sweetness of the whole thing. But I'm not a sweet bacon guy. So to me, not my thing. I have to get points for presentation though. For that, I'm going 6. I'm gonna give it a 6. I wouldn't get this again, but I'd get it at least once in my lifetime to say I ate off an airplane tail. And
This was the one time, right?
one time.
This was it.
next time I'm gonna eat it. All right, another positive experience at Jock Lindsey's. There was no virtual queue for Gideon, so we decided to get on the line. And the cookie for August is a key lime chocolate chip cookie. They also have a key lime cake, which I'm kind of more intrigued to get. So I think we'll probably try the cookie of the month. All right, we're headed in. It was only a 15-minute wait. All right, so I've never, after 7 years of Gideon's being open, I've never been there during hot cookie hour. Today, that changed. So this is when they have like hot cookies. They do it like 1 hour throughout each day.
I actually think they do it twice. I think they do it from 2 to 3 and 7 to 8 now.
There you go. So the cookies are hot, and they put this fresh ice cream on top. You said the ice cream is special, right?
It's from like a local place. I want to say it's Kelly's. It's a good ice cream.
So I've never had it before. I also got the key lime cake, so I'm gonna have to try that too. But first, hot cookie hour. I had to try it out. The ice cream is so creamy. The chips are just melting. This is amazing. This vanilla ice cream in and of itself is amazing, but when you add the hot cookie on top of that, that little like sea salt that you get, and then like the chips are just melting and swirling together, delicious. I'm gonna give that a 10. That might be my favorite, one of my favorite desserts in all of Disney Springs. This and like the s'mores from the ganachery, amazing. I'm gonna have to try their key lime cake now though, which I'm hearing great things about. All right, so this is the key lime cake. It is the special cake slice for the month of August. They also have a key lime cookie. I heard this was I was recommended this by the person, who was working there online. He said he thought this was a little bit better than the cookie. All right, let's try it out.
I feel like you said there was like a cookie butter icing and graham cracker.
It's like a graham cracker crust, you're right, and a cookie butter icing.
There's a bunch of layers.
The cake itself is really good. I'm a big fan of Gideon's cakes. This is amazing too. I'm not like a huge key lime aficionado, but a good key lime pie always hits. Especially in August, flavors of Florida. This is good. I am going to give the key lime cake a 9. I couldn't go quite 10. Because the peanut butter.
I was just saying peanut butter and jelly is 10.
Peanut butter and jelly cake is a 10 to me. But this is as close to perfection as a cake can get in key lime form. Sam, I think I ate too much.
That is your Instagram username.
Yeah, that's Jay ate too much. We're find on Instagram.
It's very accurate.
I am painfully full right now. So good that when I saw there was hot cookie hour, I felt I had to get a hot cookie. I don't know when the stars were ever going to align again. Only a 15-minute wait to be able to get into Gideon's. Also, the food at Jock Lindsey's, everything was good. There was nothing that wasn't good. I mean, there were things I think that were so-so, but presentation was always on point, right?
Yeah, and we got in very easily. We had amazing service.
Yeah.
Like he said, everything was presented. It was very a very fun environment.
I love the interior aesthetic of Jock Lindsey's, all the artifacts on the wall. If you're a Lucasfilm fan or a Indiana Jones fan, you can just sit in there and have an amazing time. Also, like you probably hear right now, the outdoor music. If you sit on the outdoor patio or in that boat, just a great place to just take in the vibes of Disney Springs. What was your favorite thing that you ate?
The meatballs.
Yeah, I'm gonna agree with that.
For the meatballs.
Yeah.
And I think the bao buns were my least favorite.
Yeah.
But
for me, it's the hot cookie out of everything. And I would agree probably the bao buns are my least favorite with my meatballs as far as Jock Lindsey's going, being my favorite.
I think we will be back before Christmas.
Yes.
We're not just gonna come for holiday Hangar bar.
Probably off video though. And if you enjoyed the content, please like and subscribe. Liking will really help our channel grow. It pushes this video out to the stratosphere of the YouTube algorithm. Helps other people find the video. Subscribing. It also helps our channel grow. Hit the bell notifications so that way you're notified every time when videos come out, which is when, Sam?
Every Monday and Thursday at 12 p.m.
Thanks so much for watching. Don't count the days.
Make the days count.
We will see you next time. That's all, folks. All right. You guys got a treat.
I work hard so my dash down can have a better life. Do you have a better life, Frank?
I think he has a pretty good life. This is Frank's dinner.
A heaping scoop.
Ooh, buffalo, yeah. It's a scavenger.
All right.
The members wanted more of Frank, so we wanted to give them more of Frank. And a special thank you to our members. We appreciate their generosity, but also a thank you to every single one of you that likes, comments, subscribes, supports us in any single way. All that engagement really helps us out. And Frank thanks you too.
He's a Halloweenie.
Yes. Frank, there's still food in your bowl. There's none of that. He's looking for more food.